If you want curls for days, I'm a busy mom of 4 and I don't have time to do my hair all the time. But if you want to see how I make my hair last for up to 5 days, just by doing it this one time, it takes me about 20 minutes to do my hair, to curl it, and it'll last throughout the week. It'll look good. People will think that I take the time every single morning to get ready, to do my hair, but guess what? No, I just do it one time per week, whether it's curls or my hair straight. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what I do to keep the curls all week long. But yes, I only do my hair once. I only wash my hair once, maybe 2 times a week at most. So yeah, if you want to see how I make my curls last for days, keep watching. The first thing you're going to want to do, we'll put dry shampoo all on your roots. It's all about the prep. You're gonna need your products, you're gonna need your hair products, so make sure that you get your hair products. Second thing is, you do not want to start with super clean hair, because if it's too clean, it's just not gonna hold the curl. And also, you don't want too many days to have gone by after you have already showered, because then your hair is gonna be all greasy and oily and the curl's not gonna hold. So I took a shower yesterday morning, Sunday morning, that's usually when I shower, and wash my hair. I shower every day, specifically wash my hair, because I know that the next day is gonna be day 2 and it's gonna be perfect to either straighten my hair or curl my hair. So in this case, I am going to curl it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dry shampoo on my roots. Even though it's not like super oily or anything like that, I still want to start with that, because I feel like it's going to be less greasy tomorrow, you know? And so I want to make sure that my hair lasts a long time. After I put the dry shampoo, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to part your hair. I like to have my hair going to the right, and I like to split it into 2. Why? Because I like to just section it off. I feel like it helps so much more. And then I take the top section and I just move it out of the way. So tighten it, and then I move it. And now I have this. So what I like to do is I like to curl it outwards, away from my face. I feel like that gives me the best look personally, but you can also curl one side out and then one side in, and then the other side out and then one side in. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to invest in something to protect your hair. I feel like it definitely not only helps protect the hair, but it helps keep the curl in, and it helps with the texture. So that's one thing that you're gonna want to spend money on and take your time spraying, you know, each section if possible. I normally do like a full-on spray on everything, and then I go in and still spray section by section, and you'll find that this actually, it goes by pretty quick. Also, make sure that you put the temperature depending on your hair. You don't want to put it too hot and not hot enough. I have really thick and long hair, so I always set it at like 380, and as you can see, I am curling away from my face that way, and I'm definitely going to use hairspray to set the curl. So I'm not going to be on camera this whole time just curling my hair, because I don't want to waste your time, and if you're a busy mom like me, then you don't have time for all that. But what I am going to do is tell you all the things that I do to be able to maintain my curls. As you can see, I'm curling it away. I'm definitely going to be putting hairspray on it when it comes down. One of the keys is that I do not touch my hair. When I'm done curling it, I spray it, and then I just kind of let it go to the back. I know it doesn't look as good now, but the key is to not touch it at all. Okay. This one feels kind of loose. It's gonna be a short one. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna put it to the back. And you see how the way that I section it out is like I go from top to bottom and then I brush it out upwards and then I spray, and I start kind of at the root to help with that frizz. And my hair is in capas, that's how you say it in Spanish. In English, it's layers. So my hair is layered, which is part of the reason why I like to part it that way, to make it easier for all of it to go into the iron. So I'm not gonna touch the curls at all until the very, very end. And I'm gonna spray it again with some hairspray until the very end. Then I'm going to comb through with my fingers, not a brush, not a hairbrush, but my fingers. And then I'm going to set it with some shine spray, as you'll see. And I do like to keep the iron on my hair for about a minimum of 30 seconds. And honestly, curling my hair only takes about 30 minutes at most. Sometimes even 20 minutes if I can go really fast. For 30 minutes a week, it's worth just doing this. Another pointer that I have is at night, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your hair like kind of in a bun, but at the very top of your head. And you're going to want to use a hair clip to clip it, because you don't want a hair tie to tie it so tight. Unless you're using one of those hair ties that are pretty smooth. I can show you like something like this, where it's not going to tighten it too much and it's pretty loose. Then you want to use that. Make sure you spray each strand of hair. And once you clip the hair at the top of your head, then you're going to want to go in with a bonnet. I have a pink bonnet or a white bonnet that I actually bought for my daughter who has curls. She has curly hair, and it helps her hair stay so nice and less frizzy. Like when she wakes up in the morning and she takes it off, it's as if nothing ever happened to her hair, like she didn't just go to sleep for 8 hours. So I started using it on myself as well, and it's like, it just does wonders. And I also have a silk pillowcase just in case I just don't have time or forget to put it on. At least I'm on the silk pillowcase. Or I also have a silk bandana that you can also invest in. And I can leave all of these products in the description for you, so you can just order them right away and start using them. Now that I've told you all of those things, it's all about doing it the second day after you shower. Make sure your hair is clean, but not too clean and not too oily. You know, you can still do it on the third day if you put dry shampoo in your hair on the second day, even on the third day. Sometimes if I don't have time on a Monday and I want to do it on a Tuesday, then that's what I'll do. You're more than welcome to do that, but no more than that, and make sure that your hair is not greasy. The third thing is you're gonna want to take care of it at night. So you're gonna want to pin it up and sleep with your hair in something silky, either on a silky pillowcase or with a hair bonnet or with a silk bandana. The next day when you wake up, you're gonna want to remove the clip, put your hair down, and basically just run some oil at the bottom. I prefer to use spray because spray shine, you know, it helps with the frizziness, and it's just better than to go in with your fingers again. You don't really want to go in with your fingers. So this side took less than 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna do this side. It's probably gonna be about 10 minutes. In 20 minutes, I can have hair that's ready for the week. Keep doing this with me. If you're doing it now, curl your hair with me. I'm going to pause the video just because I know you already saw what I did on the left side. I'm doing the same thing on the right, but this time I'm going to be curling away from my face. It'll be the other way. Let me show you actually. And I have not touched the other side at all. Haven't touched the curls. I don't want to mess with them. I want them to dry, and they're hot right now, so I want them to get cool before I put any pressure at all. I'm going up and down again on this side. I'm brushing kind of upwards and spraying. And you see how a little piece fell off? I just go ahead and let the natural hair just fall off, and then I'll get it with a different strand eventually. This one's kind of thick, so I'm gonna leave it in there for about 15 seconds. I always could tell, like when I get a thicker strand of hair, I wait a little longer before I let it go. If it's thinner, I don't have to wait as long because there's less hair, so I just let it go a little bit sooner. Okay, it's all done. It's curled. Now, I have not touched it. I haven't put my fingers through it, not one bit. Why? Because I want it to cool down. My head, it still feels hot. It feels like my hair is hot. I want it to cool down because it'll, in essence, freeze it in place. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to the kitchen, pop the lasagna in the oven. By the time I come back upstairs, it would have cooled down, and then I'm gonna run my fingers through and I'm gonna show you the next steps. Be right back. Okay, the lasagna's in the oven. My hair has finished cooling down. Now I am going to spray it with some shine spray. I'm going to get the front. And now I'm pushing it forward, and I'm going to run my fingers through, and therefore I am distributing the product, the shine spray, as well as creating more volume. And this is the end result. Really big curls that will last me all week long. So I'm gonna show you, stick around. You'll see how I put it at the top when I go to bed and how I look the next day. See you soon. Here is day 2. I didn't put a lot of products because I didn't have enough time because I was running around. And I know that the curls aren't super crazy, but I got a lot of compliments. Hey guys, so this is day 3 of my hair. I have not put a curling iron to it. As you can see, it still looks good. It still looks like, I got ready.